Silence your cell phones now.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried. Glad I was right.
What's going on, YouTube? It's Sensei, a place to be. Children, Mr. Andy back with another movie experience for you guys, and we're doing a review of Shang-Chi finally, because like I said, we are finally getting back into the movie experience. It has been a whole hell of a summer for us. We just experienced an air coalition got hit hard, especially in our personal lives. So it's been hard to catch up with a lot of things. So we're going back and seeing some of the movies that we missed, and of course, some of us are not all as we don't feel as safe to go to movie theaters, especially in our area, especially with COVID going on out here. And sometimes we just don't got the money to go to the movies. Unfortunately, we don't get invited to movies like the bigger YouTubers do to go review these movies. We got to do it on our own money, our own time, and stuff like that. So, especially when this channel does not just focus on movie reviews. But we finally going to see Shang-Chi, but it's not going to be me doing a review this time. It's going to be Swag on Zero bringing his review of Shang-Chi, spoilers and all that stuff like that. So if you guys seen Shang-Chi, you guys want to hear our review of it, make sure you guys stay here, and make sure you hit the subscribe button for more movie experiences every single weekend from now on NC Studios. So once again, it's NC, the place we chill, Mr. Andy. I'll see you at the movies. Enjoy the review. Take over, sir. Give me the good, the bad, and the experience.
Let's get it. Shang-Chi. Finally. We get now, a lot of people saying this is where Phase 4 started. This is the start of Phase 4. Not Black Widow. Not that.
They didn't even give her Blue Way a sleeve. They did not care.
They still did they even pay her yet?
No.
But yes, Shang-Chi, which I was excited for this movie when I saw the trailer. I love hand-to-hand combat. I love movies like that. All right. Now, I'm gonna give you the premise of the story. The premise of the story is Shang-Chi. He's pretty much he has a past where he was trained to be an assassin. After his mom died, his father sent him out to go find the killer of his mom. However, when he went to America, after he did the deed, he just said, you know what, I don't want to live this life, and he changed his whole identity. However, the past is now catching up to him, where his dad is hearing voices of bringing his mom back to life. Now, of course, you know,
that's deep.
The Mephisto theories came out of nowhere. Oh, okay. But before that, he's getting that voice from the 10 rings that he has. The 10 rings is an ancient weapon. Nobody knows the origins of where he got it. They just said a quote-unquote a cave. They say he must have gotten the cave. There's no true origins of where he found it. However, these rings enhance your strength. You can pretty much shoot them out your hands. It does a lot. It does a lot. And I really like the way they implemented it. One of the things I was nervous about. The story was actually really good. I was impressed with it. Now, I'm going to go to the good, the bad, and the experience. Should I start with the bad? No, I'll start with the bad.
Okay.
This is a good movie.
What?
I'm going to say it like this. This movie to me was overhyped. And
it wasn't the Asian Black Panther?
I feel like it was the Asian Black Panther. The best way I could explain it is like this. If this movie was based off of anime, everyone would be calling it trash. Because this movie did the American anime tropes that I personally don't like. You know how in anime movies it's like, oh, we're bringing them into our world, but they have to go to another dimension. They did that in this movie. And I feel like if we knew the source material better for Shang-Chi, more people would have a problem with it. Well, yeah, that's one. And two, if Marvel didn't have the name on it, more people would have a problem with it. Because there was stuff I was looking at in the movie where I was like, this is still Marvel? All right. It caught me off guard. A little bit more of the bad will probably be in the spoilers. If I could, I gotta replay the movie in my head. Now for the good. Stimu Louis, I think that's his name. The main actor that plays Shang-Chi. Fantastic actor. He did a very good job at this. Action, mind blowing. This is some really good hand-to-hand combat, and I personally love hand-to-hand combat. Everything felt so fluent, but it was to the point where it's like I gotta watch this a second time because I feel like I didn't catch everything in this movie for the action scenes. If we're talking top 10 hand-to-hand combats in Marvel movies, 3 of them is in the top 3 from this movie for a fact.
All Marvel movies or just the MCU movies?
MCU.
Okay. I'm about to say, don't forget about that Peter and Harry fight.
Yeah, that was good. I was also thinking of the Blade 2 last fight, if we're talking
okay.
Marvel. But yes. Who was it? The Wenwu. That's the quote-unquote the Mandarin. They did, okay, by the way, they did address that in this movie, which I'm glad they did, because not everyone saw that one shot at all. But yes, Wenwu. I really liked him as a character. I don't consider him a villain, per se, because what he was trying to do, he was like, yo, I want my wife back so I can have my family back. And it was like, I get you, dude. I get you. It makes sense. But the way you're going about it, you can't go about it like this. You know what I'm saying? So, but okay.
You got to talk to Star-Lord Chadwick?
No.
Was Wenwu kind of going about it like the Killmonger type of way?
No, Killmonger was genocide. He wasn't straight.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I had to ask because you say he wasn't a bad guy, okay. But I just had to ask.
When I'm saying he wasn't a bad guy, it's like I put myself in his shoes and I'll be like, okay, I can see myself doing this. I totally understand his reasoning. Okay. Spoiler, because there's certain scenes I gotta talk about in this film. One, the bus scene, that was like one of the first action pieces. Crazy.
Really?
Crazy. And it just throws you in there. That's also what I like about this movie. It doesn't it's not a origin story. Like where it's like, oh, this is how I got my stuff. It literally is like, okay, bam. This is the action piece of like, you know how to fight? Yes. This is my backstory. Bam. They're really quick with it. The pacing is extremely fast, but it keeps you engaged throughout the whole thing. Now, one of the scenes when they show Shang-Chi's mom dying, she got into a fight with like all these gang members, and it's because of her dad. I mean, it's because of Shang-Chi's dad that she died. He wasn't there to protect them. He got upset. He was like, you know what? We're gonna find these people. He brings his son along with him, goes to like this random poker club, and just slaughters everyone. And I'm like, okay, what? He throws this guy to like one of the walls, looks at his son, he says, you're gonna be picking up my legacy, and then shoots him in the face.
Whoa.
And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I like. This is what I like. Now, onto the wild part where I was like, this is like where I was questioning, this is Marvel. They go to another dimensions and they have like certain animals that aren't really animals, like mythical animals. There was this furry thing that didn't have a head but had butterfly wings, which I was like, okay. It was like dragons coming out of nowhere. It had this Cthulhu thing that looked like it was from like a Lovecraft creature.
Okay.
So it was a lot of stuff where it was like, I'm watching this, I'm like, this is it's almost, it's a bit jarring to just see this, knowing in the back of my head it's like, no, we're still in a Marvel universe. It just throws me off that this is happening all over the place. If that makes sense. I wish I could describe it. This is the best way I can describe it. I wish I could describe it. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It sounded like your microphone was going down.
Oh, it was? Okay. But yes. What's it? Yeah, it was just a bit jarring. Can you hear me?
Swag.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No, your mic is going out.
Oh, hold
I don't say his mic was going in and out.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Am I still going in and out?
You hear me, Rob?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay.
Am I still going in and out? Or
Okay, so as of right now, you're not going in and out. So
okay, gotcha.
You finish.
Yeah. So a lot of that stuff was a bit jarring to me. To just know this is coming from a Marvel film, and this is where I was saying, like, if this was a regular anime film, where you just get sent to this world and you just have everything the way it is, where you're just suddenly riding on dragons, fighting a mythical beast, having giant lions in the fight with you. That's where I feel like if this was an anime movie, people would have complained about that. Overall,
I can see that.
Still a great movie. I just feel like the hype that was portrayed just didn't match the full movie.
Can you explain the abomination part?
Oh, it was a fight club. Shang-Chi. Oh my gosh, I forgot about her character. Shang-Chi has a sister who has a fight club.
Aquafina?
No. Aquafina was actually a cool character. It was the best friend of Shang-Chi.
Anytime somebody I started to say is Aquafina was actually a cool character. I was like, God, Aquafina.
Well, I've seen plenty of Aquafina. Well, I mean, Crazy Rich Asians, but I watched The Farewell, which was shockingly good, where she was serious. She wasn't like, she wasn't. How can I put this? Well, everyone's complaining about her using the black accent. I'm like, guys, she's from Brooklyn. Everyone talks like that from Brooklyn. So, she didn't do that quote unquote cliche, I should say.
Okay.
Whereas like, oh no, you didn't. Oh yes, like you remember Crazy Rich Asians when it was at the dinner table. It was like that. But yes, Shang-Chi's sister has a fighting arena, and it's just random people fight. Wong was there with Abomination. I was like, okay, this is random. Like 100% random. It was just like, okay.
So there was no backstory to that, none?
No. It was just, they were there.
Oh, right.
They were just there.
Abomination?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
They were just there. Now, I won't go too deep on it, but the post-credit scenes, I didn't understand whatsoever. I got to do research on that because I'm like confused. And the first video I saw was Mephisto, and I just turned it off after that. And I was like, I don't need this right now. If y'all don't shut up about Mephisto. Kevin Feige is literally pulling his hair. No, he don't even have hair.
Whatever hair he got left.
He pulling his caps off the wall right now. Talk about Mephisto. Overall, the movie. Okay. The only reason I'm giving it this is because if this was an anime movie, I would not. It's a hashtag give it a chance. As much as I like the movie, you know what will help? I need to see that Monster Hunter movie because they did the same thing where they brought reality into a different dimension. I want to see how that movie does it, and then I could give you a better review once I see it, a different take on it.
I'm open to it, but Mr. Series X will come over there, pissed off, give him a chance.
I mean, look, he didn't review it, so y'all just gotta stick with my review. Hashtag give it a chance. Great movie though, great movie. I recommend you see it. I do want to see it a second time because I got to see those action scenes again. But yeah, hashtag give it a chance. I can't wait to see him in later Avengers or Marvel titles.
It's gonna be Avengers movies. Come on, stop playing.
Marvel titles in general. I want to see him. Like he's amazing.